All right, so thank you for joining me for a 75-minute yoga class that I am calling Ghosh Flow Yoga. We're going to follow the sequence of 26 and 2 yoga, but add some fun optional sun salutes and optional yoga posture variations that are inspired by Vishnu Ghosh, who was the teacher of Bikram, who created the 26 and 2 sequence. So it's all out of this lineage of yoga by Vishnu Ghosh in Calcutta, India. We're going to start with 2 rounds of pranayama deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. I'm gonna adjust my mat a little bit because it's off kilter. Come to the middle of your mat with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA. Sound, head back, arms forward, elbows touch. Good, inhale, chin down, slowly bring your chin down, look straight ahead, lift your elbows all the way up, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, slowly push your head back, look way, way, way back for the wall behind you, arms forward, elbows touch away from your body. Inhale, head down, use your chin to push your knuckles down, palms face the floor, forearms frame the face. Exhale, head up. Now use your knuckles to push your head back. Make a fist, squeeze your palms, wrists, forearms, elbows together. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath in the first set. Make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. Second set, feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, maybe other thumb, pinky finger on top. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly head back, stretch your arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Push every last drop of air out of your lungs. Exhale more, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Glue your ankle bones together, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your butt. Exhale, head up, lock your legs. Weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, thigh muscles tight. Inhale, head down as you inhale. Suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, even as you exhale, stomach in, shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath, second set. Make it the deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now. Elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. We'll continue with 3 rounds of half moon with hands to feet pose, which we will flow into a sun salute. I will walk us through all of it. Feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight grip. Stretch up and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up and over like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you have to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. Let your breath be your guide. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Come down in a straight line without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, without gritting your teeth, holding your breath, or making an anguished face, right? Keep breathing slow and steady in and out through the nose. Stretch your arms to the left, press your hips to the right, and it's worth noting that I'm not mirroring you, so it might look like I'm bending my body to the right when in fact I'm bending my body to the left. Just keep that in mind throughout class. One more time, lengthen your arms to the left, push your hips to the right, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day, I'll show you from the side. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head all the way back as far as it goes. Maybe give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching, keep the weight in your heels, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward and bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, good, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Go down with a flat back, arms with your ears, hands to floor. Relax your head, go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or even your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching, stretching the whole back of your body. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. On your next inhale, release the grip from your legs and lift into a halfway lift. So lengthen halfway. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. We're transitioning into a little bit of a vinyasa. As you exhale, bend your knees, hands to floor, shoulder width distance, step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, stomach in, look forward and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor, or cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. Bend one knee, straighten the other. You can pedal out your legs at first, and then lift your heels to the ceiling, press your heels to the floor, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you stretch your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward and step forward. Lengthen, halfway lift, back flat, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, bend your knees and fold, relax your head. Inhale, root to rise, hands together, arms with your ears, lift up. Exhale your arms down. Wonderful, that was first set. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. Come down without bending your elbows and knees. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little more forward, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your left hip forward, 2 hips in line, right shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. Keep everything opening to the front of your mat. So notice if the shoulders are starting to collapse or turn down towards the floor. Left shoulder forward, right hip forward, lengthen the arms, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Imagine you're tracing your fingers along the ceiling, down the back wall, whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, push your hips forward, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, good, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Hands to floor, relax your head. Go for another walk. Notice what's a little bit more loose in your lower back and your hips, but still a little tight and tender. Second set, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Throughout the posture, touch stomach to thighs, chest to knees, eventually face to the shins. Wrap your elbows back, roll forward, lift your hips up, stretch. Good, change. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift, back flat, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. If that lowering down motion does not work for you, go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, take a vinyasa, lower down halfway. Inhale your up dog or baby cobra. If you're doing up dog, make sure your thighs are off the floor. Exhale your down dog or child's pose. For down dog, notice if all the weight is in your wrists. Root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. Press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, look for your thighs behind you. On your next inhale, look forward and step forward, lengthen back into your halfway lift, shoulders away from ears, back flat. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, lift up, knees can bend. Exhale your arms down. Good. Last one goes fast. Feet together, arms up, palms together, thumbs crossed, hips forward, arms back, stretch up and slowly drop to the right for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Inhale to come up, other side, stretch up and drop to the left. Still breathing, lengthen the arms, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, back bend, deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open, drop your head back and go back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. No warm up right away. Grab the backs of your legs or your heels. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes. Lift your hips up, try to lock your legs. Lock your legs, lock your legs. Change, release the grip. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, hands to floor. You can step or float back. If you're hopping back, try to land with bent elbows in your vinyasa. Inhale your up dog or cobra. Exhale your down dog or child's pose. Heels to floor, hips to ceiling. To get your heels on the floor, you can take a wider stance, but keep your hands shoulder width distance. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. You can step or float forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root your eyes, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Good, awkward Utkatasana. First set normal, step your right foot to the right, 6 inches hip width distance, insides your feet, parallel, like 11s, arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair, feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair, stomach in, lean your upper body back, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back. Good, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Now come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up first, stomach in, bend your knees, sit down. So really engage your abdominal wall. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but not below a chair. Change, inhale to come up, last part. Squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come just a little bit off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time. Listen to your body, stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down until there's a ½ inch gap between your hips and your heels. Lift your chest, drop your shoulders, change, slowly come up, knees together, good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down, optional. Vinyasa here, inhale your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, hands to floor, you can step or float back. Inhale your back bend, shoulders out of the ears. Exhale your spine stretch, your down dog, shoulders out of the ears. Hug your elbows in, spread your fingers wide, slow inhale, slow exhale. Inhale, look forward, step or float forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, root your eyes, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Second set, step your right foot to the right, 6 inches hip width distance, insides your feet, parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight. Option to stay here or have your hands together at heart center. Bend your knees, sit back and down. So second set, in a lot of postures, I will offer some fun variations. So right here, you can stay here or start to bring left elbow to outer right thigh for a twist. Look up towards the ceiling, and then you have an option to reach your arms apart, left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Move your hips a little to the left. Good, bring your hands back together at heart center, unwind, other side, right elbow to outer left knee. Try to get your thumbs in the center line of your sternum. Bring your arms up, look up, right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, hips a little to the right. Good, hands back together, unwind, change, inhale to come up. Spread your toes wide, lift your heels up, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. For the second set, you can fold forward and lean back. Start to bring your arms back behind you, palms facing in, thumbs towards the floor, pinkies towards the ceiling, sit down and change. Option, try to keep your heels lifted, balance challenge. Bring your arms up parallel to the floor, squeeze your knees together and slowly sit down. Take your time. Listen to your body, squeeze your knees together and forward. If you have healthy knees and you'd like to test your balance and strength, try to come up 1 inch and hold, 1 more inch and hold, and change. Inhale to come up, slowly come up, feet together, arms down, optional sun salute. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, lower down. Inhale, your up dog. Exhale your down dog. Good. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. Inhale, look forward, step forward or float, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, lift up. Eagle pose. Exhale, swing right arm under left arm. Right under left, palms together, thumbs towards your nose, Garasana. You can always interlock fingers, grab a thumb or grab shoulders. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, and bring your right leg over your left leg. Right leg over left leg, cross twist, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit down low, lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, left side, swing your left arm, zoom, under your right arm, left under right, palms together, pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, and bring your left leg over your right leg, left over right, cross twist. On this side, bring your knees to the left and upper body to the right. You want wrists over elbows, elbows over knees, knees over ankle, weight in your heel, sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Another optional vinyasa, look up, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. We're doing extras today. Exhale, hands to floor, step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Try to get heels to the floor. Make sure you're rooting down through the knuckles, not just the wrists. Inhale, look forward, step forward or float forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, second set, eagle, right arm, under left arm, palms together. Pull elbows down, sit down, stay down there, and bring your right leg over your left leg. So usually we do arm and leg one at a time. On the other side after this, I forgot to do it on this side. On the other side after this, we're gonna try and do arms and legs at once. For now, push your left hip forward, right shoulder forward, sit down, lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. So for the last one, let's try to do arms and legs at once. Ready? Bring your left arm under right arm, left leg over right leg. So it's the old over, under. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right, sit down more, lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, optional sun salute, look up, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, float back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a slow Ujjayi breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, look forward, step or float forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Wonderful. Party time. You can grab a sip of water here if you want. Cheers, friends. I don't know where Dunya went, but hopefully she comes back. Okay, standing head to knee, Dandayamana Janushirasana. We're gonna go flow head to knee pose into standing bow. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right thigh up. You can point your toes, Flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face, abdomen in, start to round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, nice tight webbing to webbing grip. Standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece. Lamp post, unbroken, you have no knee. When you're ready, inhale, breathing, slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg locked. If both legs lock, start to bend your elbows down. Touch your elbows to your calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, reverse out, but try to keep the right leg lifted. From here, point your right toes, bring your knees together, right arm up, out to the right, give yourself a high five for practicing yoga. Woo, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up, right hip forward, knees together. Squeeze your left thigh, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Whew. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. From the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Shoulder blade scapula coming out of the body. Body down more. Leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Change. Slowly kick yourself up. We'll do the other side. From the side, shift your weight to your right foot. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot. Lift your left thigh up. Point your toes. Flex your toes. That should feel good to the calf. You're stretching the calf and Achilles. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down and pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, nice tight grip. From here, when you're ready, slowly lift your left leg up. It's a real kick your heel forward. Flex all 5 toes back towards your face. From the ankle, you're training your Achilles to stretch. If your standing leg is bending a lot, try to lift your hips up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below the calf muscles, keep bringing the chest down more, heel forward, toes back. Change, slowly reverse out, point your left toes, bring your knees together, left arm up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone, right arm up, left hip forward, knees together, lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. So in standing head to knee, we round the spine and we flex the foot. In standing bow, what we're doing here, we bend the spine and we point the foot. They're complementary postures. In standing head to knee, we tilt the pelvis forward. In standing bow, what we're doing here, we stick the butt out, right? Slowly bring your body down, leg up, kick a little harder. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly come up, feet together, arms down. So the point of doing the 2 postures in a row, other than that it's a good balance cardiovascular challenge, is that we can see how head to knee and bow pose really work together, right? We round the spine, compress the stomach, and then we stretch the stomach, bend the spine. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lift your left kneecap up, right thigh up, flex your toes back, stomach in, round down, pick up your right foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. Concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. When you're ready, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Take your time as you reverse out. Try to keep that right thigh lifted, point your right toes, knees together, right arm up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your foot, left arm up, right hip forward, knees together, lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through the nose. Notice how second set might feel different. Maybe your heart rate's a little increased, but maybe the body's a little bit more open too. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly come up. Very nice, last one, shift your weight to your right leg, contract your inner thigh as well as your outer thigh. Lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, stomach in, round down, and pick up your foot, all 10 fingers interlock, nice tight grip. So you wanna move your hips forward, right? Like you're tucking your tailbone under, and when you're ready, lift your left leg up. So the hips are tilting forward the whole time. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, keep moving your hips forward. Tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee for 3, 2, 1. It feels so good. Whenever you're ready, slowly come up. Keep your left thigh lifted, point your toes, knees together. So in standing head to knee, we tuck the tailbone under. Now you're gonna stick your butt out. Left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up your foot, right arm up, left hip forward, lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Slide your shoulders apart. So right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, left hip down. It's the hard part for me. Right hip back. Keep your chin and chest lifted as you come down parallel to the floor. Body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Kick yourself up, come to the back of your mat for Tula Dandasana, balancing stick. So there's 3 balancing postures, right? In head to knee, we rounded the spine. We tucked the hips forward. In standing bow, we bent the spine, we stuck our butt out, and now in balancing stick, you want to keep everything flat. So the hips stay square, the abdomen is engaged, the spine is nice and long. Feet together, arms up, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch up, stomach in, and tilt. So you want to go down with a flat back, straight spine, arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T like Tom, but not a broken umbrella. Change, left foot down, right foot back, lean back, step your left foot forward, stretch up, point your right toes and tilt. So notice if your back is bending or rounding. Notice if your hips are tilting or rotating. Try to keep the hips in line, lower abdomen in, chest down, leg up, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. You can do second set just like you did first set, or I will give you another fun option called split arm. Ready? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot forward, stretch up, point your left toes and tilt. So you go into it like balancing stick. And once you're parallel, you're gonna split your arms. That's why it's called split arm. It's not very creative. Bring your belly to your thigh, but keep your chin and chest lifted. Lift your left leg up all the way to the ceiling. Good, change, left foot down, right foot back. Sometimes you fall forward. Step your left foot forward, stretch up, point your right toes and tilt. So you wanna move slow. Once you're parallel to the floor, keep going, body down, leg up. Split your arms up and out, right big toe to the ceiling, stomach to thigh, chin forward, chest forward, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, optional sun salute. Inhale, look up, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, step or hop back, lower down. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Heels to floor, hips to ceiling, slow inhale, slow exhale. Inhale, look, you can look forward, you can step or float forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root your eyes, lift up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor, standing separate leg, stretching. Paschimottanasana, turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Look forward, all the way down. Good. Grab your heels from behind. This is a great posture to catch your breath. If you can't grab your heels, you can grab the outsides of your feet, or start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Everybody roll forward, hips up, knees back, pull, stretch, catch your breath, touch your forehead to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time, keep your feet wide apart. We're gonna float a triangle. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, maybe take a bigger step, Pejunia, bend your right leg, sit down as low as you can, lean back and move your arms at the same time. Right elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling, look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, breathe through your nose. Push your left hip forward and down, push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, reach your right side torso off of your right thigh, turn, twist, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, other side. Inhale, bend your left leg, sit down, Lean back and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, right arm up to the ceiling, look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, breathe. Push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back, turn, twist, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, pivot on your heels to one side of the room for standing, separate leg, head to knee, Janu Shavasana. Turn your back toes in. Push your left hip forward. Inhale, lengthen, stretch up. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Round your spine. Take it easy in the rounded spine postures, especially if you have a history of slip discs or your back is just a little achy today. This is one to be careful of. To touch your forehead and knee together, you can take a bigger step. You can bend your front leg. You can turn your back toes in more. Tuck your chin to your chest more. Eventually forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your body. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl. Left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels. Turn your back toes in. Push your right hip forward, forward, forward. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest. Ride one long exhale all the way down, stomach in. So just like standing head to knee and standing separate leg head to knee, you want to tuck your tailbone under. So you're tilting your pelvis forward, moving your hips forward, hips towards the ribs, belly button towards the ceiling, stomach in. You can bend your left leg as much as you need, touch knee and head together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, right hip forward, right shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down. You're welcome to do second set exactly as we did first set, or I will provide us with some fun variations. Ready, second set, arms up, step your right foot to the right, big step. Toes forward, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Option to do a second set of stretching, or you can try squatting pose, Malasana garland pose with me. Hands to the floor, take a slightly smaller step. Turn your heels in and your toes out. Start to bend your knees and sit down. Now, depending on your body type, you might need a bigger or smaller step. Eventually heels to the floor. At first, we kind of lean forward a lot, eventually heels to the floor. From here, place your hands together at heart center. Start to press your elbows into your knees and lift your chest. Nice long spine from the side. This is a great hip opener, good for digestion, good if you have menstrual cramps. Okay, good. Change hands to the floor. Turn your heels out, lift your hips. So make sure your toes point forward and then bring your arms out, change. Slowly come up, second set triangle, take a wider step. Turn your right foot out, bend your right leg, lunge. You can take a bigger step to sit down, lean back, and move your arms. Option 1, 26-2 style triangle. Option 2, right hand to the floor in front of your right foot, straighten your right leg and look up towards the ceiling. Option 3, bend your right leg again, bird of paradise. Take your right arm, right hand in between your legs like you're trying to smack your own butt. Reach your left arm behind you. Bring your feet together, shift your weight to your left leg, and lift your right leg up. There's a joke in there somewhere about being so self-actualized you can spank your own butt. Okay, start to kick your right leg up, press your hips forward, lean your upper body back. Good, change, tip your right foot back down to the floor, take a bigger step, release the bind, and change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, other side. Bend your left leg, sit down, lean back, move your arms. Option 1, 26-2 style triangle. Option 2, left hand to the floor in front of your left foot, straighten your left leg and look up. Feels so good to the inner thigh. You can stay here or try bird of paradise. Bend your left leg, take your left hand in between your legs, drape your right hand behind you, catch your hands together, walk your feet back together, shift your weight to your right leg and lift up. Kick your heel forward, press your hips forward, open your chest and hips. Like a bird of paradise, flower petal blooming. Good. Change, bring your left foot back down to the floor, widen your step, release the bind, arms at 6 and 12 o'clock. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, Left toes in, 2 options for second set head to knee stretching. You can bring your arms over your head sideways, palms together, cross your thumbs, or you can bring your hands behind you. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. If you want to have your hands behind you for the balance challenge, you can hold on to your hands or eventually bring your hands together in prayer. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest. Stomach in. Bend your right leg, touch your knee and head together. If it's easy for you to touch your knee and head together, you can interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, and start to lift your hands up and forward for a nice shoulder rinse. If you have your hands lifted towards the ceiling, bring your hands back down to your lower back. Lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, press your feet into the floor as you come up. Head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels. Turn your right hip in, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest, go down. So tuck your pelvis forward, hips forward, stomach in. You can bend your knee if you need to, touch knee and head together. If you'd like, if your hands are behind you, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lift your arms up and forward. One of the big tricks to this posture is to really push your front foot into the floor for balance. If your hands are lifted up in the shoulder rinse, bring your hands back down to your lower back. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, right hip forward, right shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down, optional sun salute. This is our second to last one. Inhale your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, hands to floor. You can step or float back, lower down. Inhale your up dog. Exhale your down dog. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. Inhale, look forward, step forward or float forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale your arms down. Wonderful, tree pose, Tadasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back. Never force your knee. Right hand up to the center of your chest. If you can balance, left hand. This is option 1. Option 2, you can take your right arm back behind you, try to catch your right foot with your right hand. You can stay here or bring your hands together and start to fold forward, toe stand. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee and sit. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips and breathe through your nose. Maybe slide your right foot forward a little bit towards your left knee. Bring your left hand up, right hand up, and if you can balance, see if you can kick your right foot forward. Maybe you fall out, maybe you don't, and then eventually you're gonna fold that right foot back in. One day, right? Eventually or in the future. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor, lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Good, change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lift your right kneecap, and other side, left leg up, heel to costume, slowly let your left knee drop. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand. Option 1, stay right here. Option 2, take your left hand behind you, reach back behind you, and see if you can catch your left big toe with your left hand for a bind. You can stay here, or option 3, bring your hands back together and fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Relax your face. Left hand up, right hand up, maybe kick forward, maybe pull it back in, maybe fall out, maybe hold in. Good. Whenever you're ready, put your hands on the floor, lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Very nice. Change. Left leg down. Last optional one. Here we go. Inhale your arms up. Look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float back. Keep exhaling. Lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Last one. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. Inhale, look forward, step or float forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Wonderful, good for you. You can give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around Savasana. We are on the floor for the rest of class. I'm gonna adjust our angle ever so slightly. Okay, wonderful. Go team. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat, heels together, toes fall open. Water tastes so good, heels together, toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, Savasana. Savasana is a gas station, let it fill you up. When we lie still with our limbs close together, our heart and lungs don't have to work very hard to pump fresh blood and fresh oxygen through the body. It's a restorative posture, and it's a reminder that this yoga is meant to be an aerobic exercise in the truest sense of the word. Aerobic meaning like there's oxygen in it, right? So sometimes when we work out, we start to pant a little bit, or we hold our breath, we don't get a lot of oxygen. But in yoga, we're always trying to like really flood our blood with oxygen, right? Highly oxygenated blood circling through the body the whole time so that we don't get like lactic acid buildup, right? You might be sore the next day in the muscles, but you want to make sure that everything's super oxygenated. Slow inhale through your nose, slow exhale through your nose. So a funny thing starts to happen with a consistent yoga practice. You might notice that your heart picks up at certain times, but you can still breathe normally. It's kind of weird to notice that happen, right? You're like, my heart is really increased and I'm still breathing normal, right? Good for you. Pavana Muktasana, when you're moving pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull down extra hard, maximum pressure in your lower right abdomen. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, webbing to webbing grip, pull your knee out to the left, down towards your shoulder. Try to keep right shoulder on the floor, right sit bone on the floor, right calf on the floor. If your right calf doesn't naturally touch the floor, flex your right toes back to your face. Change, left leg down, both legs, lift up, grab your elbows, each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class. Whew, squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Good, change, arms down, eyes open. I think both of you guys did the hips don't lie Tuesday yin class. I still feel my hips. I don't think it's in a bad way, I think it's in a good way, but like these hip opening postures, I'm like, whew, I feel it. Okay, second set, you are welcome to do it just the same as first set, or we can try some fun different hip opening postures like supine figure 4. Bend your legs up so your feet are on the floor, knees resting side by side. Keep your left foot on the floor. Lift your right foot off the floor, bring right knee to right, and place your right ankle shin area over your left knee thigh. As you're ready, lift your left foot off the floor and start to hug your thighs in towards your chest. You can grab your outer thighs or even interlace your fingers behind your left thigh and pull down. This is a nice hip opener, and you should feel a stretch to the outer right thigh. Figure 4 is really good if you have sciatica, or if you know somebody who has sciatica, tell them to do this posture. Okay, release the grip on your knees or legs, bring your left foot down to the floor, right foot down to the floor, other side, lift your left foot up, bring your left ankle shin area to right thigh knee area. So if you look down, your legs make a 4 shape. As you're ready, lift your right foot off the floor, hug your thighs in towards your chest, interlock your fingers or grab, your knees or your thighs, whatever it is for you, and just notice the sensations in your body, where you're feeling them, how and what you're feeling them, just appreciating what's going on the inside. Change, right foot down, left foot down. Happy baby, bend your legs up, so feet off the floor, open your knees wide, flex your toes back, and see if you can catch the outsides of your feet with your hands. So elbows inside of the knees, hands outside of the feet. If you can't catch your feet, you can just grab the backs of your thighs, same difference. From here, you can start to rock back and forth or side to side. This is a really nice way to kind of roll out the back muscles. And maybe as you roll to the right, you start to straighten your right leg and then pull it back in. As you roll to the left, you straighten your left leg. Said this last class, but One of my friends with like a 5-month-old baby keeps sending me pictures of her baby doing yoga, but especially happy baby pose, and it brings me so much joy. Okay, whenever you're ready, come back to center, lower your legs and arms down, Savasana, just breathe. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back, you can skip the sit-up. You just roll off to the side and meet us on your stomach, no problem. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, cross your thumbs, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Okay, everybody together, turn. Lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra, Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor below your shoulders so your elbows point up. We are going to flow the next 4 postures together as a nod to Vishnu Ghosh, who would flow those in his sequence of 84 postures. Feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only, belly button down, elbows stay bent and make an L, a 90-degree angle like a rectangle. Hug your arms into your sides. Stretch your elbows down towards your hips. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push your feet down, hips down, hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change slowly, lower down. We're gonna flow to Loka, Shalabhasana. Arm straight position, palms face the floor. You can keep your arms out to the side, or as you're ready, bring your arms underneath you, right, left, right, left. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Eyes open, jaw relaxed. Lock your right leg, point your right toes and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Stretch your big toe to the back wall, point your right toes, lift your thigh up. Change, right leg down, relax right side body, lock your left leg, point your left toes and lift your left leg up. Notice if your hip is coming off your forearm or your foot's coming to the right, drop your left hip down, spiral your inner left thigh up, sole of your left foot flat to the ceiling. Change, left leg down, third part, tuck your chin and mouth down, bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide, mouth down, feet together, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up, come up, everybody come up, you can do it, struggle a little harder, don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up, good, change, lower down, we're gonna flow to full locust, Purna Shalabhasana, bring your arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body is in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Feet together, lock your legs, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, Dhanurasana floor bow. Keep your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. Point your toes, squeeze your tush, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Good, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Try to squeeze inner thighs a little bit closer together, wrists straight, wrists closer together, point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. As you inhale through your nose, feel the backs of your ribs expand. As you exhale through your nose, let your shoulders soften. Gently lift your head and look to the other side of the room, right ear on your mat, breathing in and emptying out. Second set, chin forward, hands on the floor. You can do second set just as you did first set. Otherwise, I'm going to show you from the side if you would like. You can bring your hands back a couple more inches so your thumbs are close to your ribs. Bring your feet about mat width distance. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up and lift. You can stay with your elbows bent, or if you'd like to try full cobra, straighten your arms. Now notice if your hips come off the floor and your shoulders tense up, drop your hips down, roll the shoulders back, squeeze your butt, drop your head back, point your toes, bend your legs and try to touch your head and toes together. Good, bring your feet back down to the floor, change slowly, lower down, Locust, Shalabhasana. Bring your chin forward, arms straight position, bring your arms underneath you as best you can, one day pinky fingers touch. The first option is to lift your leg up as you would in a regular 26 and 2 class. Second option, tuck your toes under, bend your knees, stick your butt up, try to touch your knees to your fingertips. From here, lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. If you'd like, you can tuck your left toes under and straighten your left leg. Feel the weight in your shoulders, but not your neck. Good, bend the left knee down, change, right foot down, other side. Lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. So you want the weight in your shoulders, but not your neck. You'll notice that I can speak normally. Straighten your right leg if you want and feel all of the weight lift up. Good, change, right knee down, left leg down. Grand finale, you can tuck your chin in, mouth down and kick up with your feet together, or you can try lifting both legs all the way up with your chin forward. Here we go. Good, change slowly, lower down. Whew. Purna Shalabhasana, full locust, arms out to the side. Arms out to the side, I had to catch my breath there. You can have your feet together, toes, heels touch, or you can try another version of full locust cobra, where you're gonna have your feet a little bit separated again. You're gonna try and keep your feet on the floor. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. And eventually you're gonna draw circles with your arms, up and forward, try to grab your knees. You can grab your knees or your thighs, maybe bend your legs and touch head and toes. Good, feet back down, change, slowly lower down. Dhanurasana, floor bow, chin forward, 2 options. Bend your legs, you can grab your feet from the outside, or you can walk your hands in and grab your feet from the inside, kind of like in standing bow. Bring your thumbs in between your big and second toe. Point your toes, look up and kick. You're gonna freeze between your ribs and your hips. Option to stay here or play around with a fun shoulder rotation that takes into floor bow. Full floor bow, I should say. You're gonna bend left elbow out and forward, right elbow out and forward, eventually drop your head back, head and toes touch. If you're in full bow, you're gonna release your feet from your hands one by one. So release the left foot, look forward, release the right foot, look forward, arms down. Everybody together, look to your right, left ear on your mat. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. Gently lift your head and look to the other side. So in 26 and 2 yoga, we do sequences, right? Series of yoga, like the balancing series, the separate leg series. We just did the spine strengthening series. That was also true in Vishnu Ghosh's 84 postures. There's different series like we just did, same thing, spine strengthening series. 26 and 2 yoga is fairly beginner friendly, right? There's no like handstands or headstands, right? We balance on one leg, but we don't balance on arms, anything like that. Versus 84 was really like a complete sequence of yoga that some of the postures are like nearly impossible to do. And in the 84 sequence, there's less breaks, right? So we do all the postures and then take a savasana versus in 26 and 2 yoga, right? We take a savasana between every single one. Bring your chin forward, hands to the floor, push up. And this class that I'm teaching here, this Ghosh flow, is meant to be a middle ground where we try some new postures, but it's nothing like too crazy, right? Okay, come to the top of your mat. I'm going to show you from the side, fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana, start in tabletop position. And as you're ready, walk your hands back and sink your hips down. Eventually, you will sit your butt down between your heels. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in any pain, put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is just perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips, but never a point of pain. Good. Change. Put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, and we're going to flow to half tortoise Ardha Karmasana. This time, bring your knees and feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. So one of the other advantages to flowing the postures together is that you can see how they're similar and how they're different. We're in what's called the fixed firm series, where the tops of the feet, ankles, shins, and knees are fixed firmly on the floor for this posture, the one before it, and the next two. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come on up, arms with your ears, stomach in. Good, stand on your knees, open your feet, 6 inches between your knees and feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Camel, Ustrasana, this is a back bend. You might feel your central nervous system activate in that posture, so just keep it in mind to go slow. As you're ready, look up towards the ceiling. Lift your nose, lift your chin. One day, head drops back. Option to stay here with your hands on your back and eventually go back halfway, freeze in the middle, and when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back, look for your toes behind you. Good, change, put your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last. Bring your knees and feet together. Sink your hips down to your heels for rabbit pose, Sasangasana. Make L's with your hands. Grab your heels from the outside. Thumbs outside, fingers inside. Full palm grip on your heels. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Round your spine. Chin to chest. Stomach in. Forehead to knees automatically. Top of head to floor. Pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. You are welcome to take an extra long, luxurious Savasana or join me in a little bit of a core strengthener. It is a yoga myth that yogis only do yoga postures. There are yoga drills, yoga exercises that help us achieve postures, right? Like core strengtheners, arm strengtheners, stuff like that. So sometimes people are like, oh, a core strengthener isn't yoga. And I'm like, well, actually a lot of yogis use these drills, right, to help us get into the posture. So if you'd like to join me, enough of that, bend your legs so your feet are on the floor. Then lift your legs off the floor. So knees stay bent, knees over hips, shins parallel to the ceiling. Interlock your 10 fingers, lift your head slightly and bring your hands under the nape of your neck. Spread your elbows wide. Look down the center line of your body. Tuck your tailbone under a little bit. Engage your abdominal wall. Try to press your lower back to the floor. From here, start to straighten your right leg towards the wall behind you and pull the right elbow towards the left knee, looking slightly to the left. Pull back to center, bend the right leg back in. Straighten your left leg towards the wall behind you. Try to keep the lower back on the floor. Tilt left elbow towards right knee, look slightly to the right and pull back in. Right leg straighten to the back wall, right elbow to left knee. Try to keep the lower back on the floor, pull back in. Left leg to back wall, left elbow to right knee, pull back in. Then you can pick up the pace for bicycle kicks for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, change, slowly lower down. Arms down, eyes open. One of the cool things about 26 and 2 yoga, usually, right, is that we do a bunch of sit-ups in between the postures, but since we're flowing the postures, we do that little core strengthener to make up for it. Okay, second set, here we go. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the top of your mat, second set. I'm going to show you from the side again. I'll give you some fun variations for second set. Fixed firm, open your knees, open your feet, sit down between your heels. If it's easy for you to sit between your heels like you do it every time, no problem. Maybe try bringing your knees together. When you're ready, put your palms on your soles, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, back shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows and hold. For those of you with healthy knees, again, you can get into this posture pretty much every time. There's a way to stretch the knees and and quadricep muscles, I should say, the thighs even more. So if you'd like to join me, take a little bit of caution here, squeeze your butt, and start to lift your hips off the floor. Keep your knees on the floor. Good, slowly lower down. 2 more times, squeeze your glutes, press your hips up towards the ceiling, keep your knees on the floor, feel the knees and thighs stretch, lower down. Last time, squeeze your tush, lift your hips up, knees on the floor. Good, change, slowly lower down, hips back down. When you're ready, put your hands on your feet, change, slowly come up, head up, last, good. Middle of your mat and towel, second set, you can do fixed firm with knees, feet together, or you can do a wide-legged child's pose. Keep your feet together, but open your knees, place your hands on the floor, and walk your arms forward. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down. So whereas in half tortoise, the arms are active, palms are together, elbows and wrists off the floor, in child's pose, it's a little bit more passive. You can have your hands to the floor, arms to the floor. You just want to get a nice stretch, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good, change, put your hands on the floor, walk yourself back up. Here we go, stand on your knees. Keep 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet, so your big toes are touching. Second set, camel, you can do like you normally would with your hands on your back or grabbing your heels, or you can try for full camel, which is always a delight. I'm gonna stand back a little bit. So for full camel, the drill to get into it is to bring your hands together at heart center, and you're basically gonna try and play patty cakes with the back wall. So you're gonna start by dropping your head back, and then start to lengthen your right arm back behind you like you're trying to high five the wall behind you. Pull it back into center, lengthen the left arm back, so fingers pointing towards the floor, palm facing towards the back wall, pull it back to center, both arms back, so patty cake, baker's man, and eventually you're gonna go back. Eventually hands to floor, eventually forehead to toes, full camel. So that drill of playing patty cakes or trying to high five the back wall is a really nice way to warm up the shoulders to get into full camel one day. If you're doing regular camel, put your hands on your back, push yourself up. If you're doing full camel, push yourself up so your arms are straight, squeeze your butt, hands together, change. Slowly come up, very nice. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. You can do rabbit pose, chin to chest, go down, or you can join me for plow pose on your back. So if you want to join me in plow pose, you're going to lie on your back, bring your arms underneath you, palms face the floor. Lift your legs off the floor so your toes are towards the ceiling. And as you're ready, you're going to lift your hips up, push your arms into the floor, and lift your legs over your head. So try to touch your toes to the floor behind your head. If and only if your toes can touch the floor, you can try ear pressure pose where you bend your legs to either sides of your head, grab your heels and pull down. So now it looks an awful lot like rabbit pose, but you are on your shoulders rather than your chins. Option to stay in ear pressure or bring your hands back down to the floor. And then hands to the lower back. So the arms are bent, hands on your lower back. And you can try shoulder stand if you'd like here. Lift your toes up towards the ceiling. Press your hips forward. Good, we're gonna lower the feet back down overhead, back into plow. Place your hands back down on the floor, palms face the floor, and slowly roll out vertebra by vertebra. Try to go slow. If you're coming out of plow pose, running into my wall, if you're coming out of plow pose, you can bring your arms back underneath you, bend the elbows, take a counter stretch of fish pose. So drop your head back, you're releasing the throat here, look for your toes behind you. I always recommend doing fish pose as a counter to plow. If you're in fish pose, tuck your head back in, so tuck your chin back in, back of the head to the floor, bring your arms out, good, and change, turn around. Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. It is really hard to talk in that posture. Okay. So feel it all in your body, feel the sensations, right? Whatever sensations are speaking to you, maybe it's your heart or a muscle or a joint, just notice, just being present with your body, with this unique experience that you're having right now. Just passively observing. You're always welcome to skip the sit-ups by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful. Come to the middle of your mat. We're going to do head to knee stretching and spine twist all together. Right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L. Inhale your arms over your head, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Can bend your right leg if you want to, touch your knee and head together. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing, under the ball of your foot, flex your toes back, bend your elbows down to open shoulder blade scapula. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in. Make sure your two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle, no wider. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. If it's easy for you to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, see if you can straighten or even lock your leg. Elbows down, one day elbows to floor, heel off the floor. Right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll in to the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down, let your spine realign, and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching, I'm going to show you from the side. Bend your knees, hip onto your big toes with your middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. Rather than rounding your spine, try to arch your spine. If it's easy to fold forward with bent legs, see if you can straighten your legs or even lock your legs and then fold forward, stomach to thighs pull, chest to knees stretch, one day toes and head touch. Good, change. Stay seated for spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee corner. Right arm close behind you, left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, abdomen in. Exhale, look over right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you or wrap it behind you for a half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Very nice, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee. You can always straighten your right leg as well. Left arm behind you, right arm up, bend over, grab a right knee with right hand, hand, heel, and knee all touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over left shoulder. You can keep your hand behind you for balance or wrap it around for the half bind. Try to keep right knee on the floor, point your right toes, left foot on the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Very nice, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. So this is our little warm down sequence, right? We kind of do all of the spine motions that we regularly would in class. Just one more time at the end of class. You're welcome to do second set as you would in a 26 and 2. Otherwise, I'll provide us with some other fun variations. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat and towel. So second set, if you'd like, you can open your legs much wider so the hips are opening out. You can place your hand outside or inside of your thigh and reach your left arm up overhead. Option to stay here or eventually come down and grab your foot with one or both hands. Bring your right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. You can look up towards the ceiling. Open your chest like a flower petal blooming. You should feel a nice side stretch. Good, release, change, come on up, left leg out, right leg in. So the wider the legs, so the more you'll feel it in the inner thigh. And you can have your hand outside or inside of your leg, reach your right arm up overhead, option to stay here, shoulders down, or keep coming down, grab your foot with one or both hands, you can look up towards the ceiling, try to keep your right sit bone on the floor. Good, release, slowly come up, keep your left leg where it is, bring your right leg out wide, and just like we did in first set of stretching, rather than rounding your spine, you're gonna arch your spine. Stick your butt out a little bit, you can pull your butt out from behind you, hands to floor, and start to walk forward. Eventually, forearms to floor, or even all the way down to the floor. Reach your arms forward. Good, change. Slowly walk yourself up, come on up. Spine twist, I'm gonna give a bunch of different options. Option 1, sit crisscross applesauce. Option 2, half lotus, left leg straight, right foot on top of left thigh. Option 3, full lotus, left foot on top of right foot. From here, take your right hand behind you, reach your left arm up, place left hand on right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over right shoulder twist. If you can balance here, reach your right hand behind you. Try to catch your right foot with your right hand for a half bind. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, release that bind, slowly unwind. Let's do the other side. If you're sitting crisscross applesauce, switch your legs. If you're doing half lotus, switch your legs, so right leg straight, left leg on top. However, if you're doing full lotus pretty much across the board in every style of yoga, your right foot will always be on bottom, so you can stay as you are. Bring your left hand behind you, right arm up. Place your right hand on left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over left shoulder and twist. You can keep your left hand on the floor behind you for balance or wrap around. Try to catch your left big toe with your left hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, stomach in, twist, twist, twist. Good. Slowly unwind. Take your time. If you have lotus pose, try to do down lotus, catching right foot with right hand, left foot with left hand. So all of the spine twists, even in 26 and 2, where we're like right arm up and over, left hand behind you for a half bind, that is all leading you to lotus pose, down lotus one day. Change, release, turn around, savasana. So especially that final spinal twist in 26 and 2 yoga, right? When you reach one arm up and over, you feel that shoulder rotation. And then eventually when you reach the other arm behind you for a half bind, that posture, those movements unlock so many other postures in yoga. So always take that super seriously, even though it's the end of class. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful. Come to the middle of your mat for final breathing. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. First set, you're going to do as you normally would. You're going to exhale through your mouth, pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, your lungs will subtly but automatically take in air. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we call this breathing Kapalabhati breathing or skull shining breathing in 26 and 2 yoga. However, in pretty much every other style of yoga, Kapalabhati breathing is through the nose, not the mouth. So second set, if you would like, you can try exhaling through your nose rapidly. As you pull your stomach in, you'll probably feel your lungs contracting more if you do it through the nose. Sometimes it doesn't feel like much is happening, but it's a pretty cool sensation. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall. Take an inhale and begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself, give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around. Final savasana. You can close your eyes, open your arms and legs. Feel whatever you're feeling. Like give yourself permission to work through it rather than around it. Just sitting with yourself here. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. Give yourself permission just to be exactly as you are, without the need to explain or to fix or to change. Just give yourself permission to be exactly who you are in this unique moment. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow, easy exhale through the nose. And all is coming.